Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'd like to show you guys the test drive that I did with GPT 5.2. Yes, that's OpenAI's cutting edge model for professional work and agents operating over long periods. So GPT 5.2 was released on the 11th of December, and today's date is the 12th of December. So it's just fresh out from the oven. So let me present to you the application that I built with GPT 5.2, and it's once again my small business AI app. So basically I use the same requirements as I did in my last video so this is my initial prompt for the app. So before we look at the app, let me just quickly show you guys once again the app requirements. So this is my small business AI app requirements, basically just to manage my finance. Some reporting, text management feature, which I really love, is to use the text chat interface and the text form assistance. Okay, both of which are powered by GPT 5.2, and of course a business profile page. For the stack, I mentioned in my prompt for GPT 5.2 to choose the best stack for my requirements, and I just said the app should be accessible online. Okay, so. And this is the application that it built for me, small business AI app. Just a basic dashboard here. And then the finance, of course, my revenue and my expenses. When I added them, it got added to the list here. And the budget, I can add in budget information, okay? And then some basic reporting. This is the page that it proposed the very first time in the first version of the app, right? So I haven't done any iterations yet to change the visuals here. So this is the first version. Okay, and then the text chat. I love this one because then a small business owner can actually chat with the AI if they've got some questions regarding the text that they need to pay. So for example, what type of text do I need to pay a small business owner? Okay, so, and then as you guys can see, it's going to be specifically for my country, PNG, because I stated in the app or in my prompt that I'm a small business based in PNG. So this is the result that it gave back. Okay, so it didn't include the sources here. So I will go through again on the app and prompt it to include the sources as well, where it got the information from. Okay, so the text chat, AI chat, is powered by GPT 5.2. The text form assistance is also powered by GPT 5.2. So basically, I'll just upload my text document. So it's this text form here. So this is the text form that we have to complete. Well, I have to complete as a small business owner. Okay, so all this information here, right? There's a couple of pages of it. So when I first started, I wasn't sure how to complete this form. So I thought, when I do build my app, I should include that feature. So that's why I included it here. So basically, if a small business owner doesn't know much about the form, because there's a lot of information on the form, right? They can actually upload the form and have the AI analyze and explain each section. Okay, it's going to take a while to do that. So while it's doing that, let's advance to the next feature. So the bank import. So I can also import my my bank statement and have it analyze the details there, whether it be expenses or the revenue. And then I can also add in some basic information about my business. Okay, so has it already? It hasn't done that. Let me just choose PDF again, and I want you guys to see how it's going to analyze the form. Okay, so this is the result. So what it did was that it extracted all the details from the form. Okay, so let's start from the top. What is below is what the main sections in your extracted PNG individual income tax form are asking for, and how you would likely complete them as a solo entrepreneur or solo trader. Okay, so I really like this part here where it based or it took the information from my finance data, my revenue, my expenses. No, that's an estimation, sorry. So that's an estimation, and then it went through each section of the PDF form, and it explained how I could possibly complete each section. So that I really love, because it took the time to extract the whole document and go through each of the section. So that's beautiful. Okay, in the extracted text section here, it just shows us what it extracted from the PDF file. Okay, so this is the feature that I really love. And of course, I can import my bank statement and the business profile. So let's go over to Visual Studio Code. So this is my prompt, my initial prompt, and from there it built the app. Okay, so after when the app was completed, I then asked it to create for me a features markdown file. So this I really love, because then it's going to go through, it's somewhat like my documentation, right? Yeah, so this is the features MD file. So in terms of planning the task, when I initially prompted GPT 5.2 to build my app, it didn't go through, I mean, the way it does it is that, or the way it did it was that it just listed the task, right? If I can just go up to, okay, so this is my initial prompt, I think. Can I go up a bit? I'm not too sure if I can scroll up. A small business based on the requirements. So this is my initial prompt. I'm just trying to find the task list. Okay, so basically what GPT 5.2 did was that it listed, based on my prompt, it listed the task that it had to complete in order to build the app. Okay, and it didn't sort of ask me or, prompt me to approve the plan. So there wasn't anything like the plan, the implementation plan like anti-gravity did or does do. So I really like the fact that anti-gravity gives us a task list, and then gives us also an implementation plan. Okay, GPT 5.2, it didn't actually do that. It just listed the main task to complete, and it went right into developing the app, which I don't really like, because I mean, if someone gets the prompt wrong, the initial prompt wrong, it's going to just go through, after listing the task, it's just going to go through and start building the app. I would have, or maybe it could have been a prompt that I include to say list a task and then allow me to approve before you start building the app, right? So yeah, but by default, as soon as you give in your prompt, it's just going to start listing the task to do, and then it's going to build the app. Okay, I don't really like that, but that's the way it's done. So yeah, so everything went really well. Everything went really well. In regards to the app itself, it just got stuck in this feature here, the text form assistance. Okay, it just couldn't get the extraction of the PDF right. So I had to iterate like 5 or 6 times before it actually worked. Okay, but all the other features was fine. So this is, and just one more thing I just want to show you guys. So at the bottom left hand side, you've got GPT 5.2, and I also selected agent full access. So the agent had all the access to install whatever package that it needed to install, and whatever dependency. Okay, and for this app here, I used up about 33% of my tokens. So I've got about 67% left, right? So that's why I said it's very important to get the prompt right, because the way it's done, it just listed the tasks and then it went off to building the app, right? So if you wait till the end of it completing the task, and then you testing your app, and then you testing your app and you find out that there's some features that it didn't get right, you'd have to go back again and reprompt it, and then you're going to use up your tokens, and then that cycle will continue. So Yeah, I would have loved it if they gave it, it proposed a list of tasks, and then it sort of also proposed also the implementation plan, like anti-gravity does, right? Well, anyway, so this is my first test drive of GPT 5.2. And yeah, so this is the first version. I didn't do any iterations yet. So far so good. It just only had issues on the text in form assistance. But apart from that, generally, it's quite good. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Apart from the fact that I would have loved to have the task list and the implementation plan, validate all that before going and building the app. So guys, this was my first test drive of GPT 5.2 and building, of course, my small business AI powered app. So what have you guys built so far with GPT 5.2, and how have you found it as compared to anti-gravity? Please comment below so we can all learn together. So, well, this is my first test drive. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all in my next video.